Hi, I'm Jo Hilder, ex-evangelical writer and artist, and I speak on issues relating to deconstructing from church culture and spiritual abuse. Now, this series is an explanation of different forms of evangelical spiritual abuse, which may help you recognise trauma and pain in your own life and process closer to healing. So, spiritual abuse in the evangelical church, what is it and what's to be done if you've experienced it? Many people will immediately switch off whenever spiritual abuse is mentioned, and many won't engage here either because they think this kind of abuse doesn't even exist, or it fades into comparison with other forms of abuse. But while spiritual abuse can definitely be less physically and psychologically impactful than other types, it is valid and it needs to be acknowledged and treated as the trauma that it is. So what constitutes spiritual abuse? Well, there's not just one definition. In fact, critics and we ourselves often dismiss it because the term is so ambiguous and difficult to pull apart into different categories. The church, ironically, often justifies itself as being innocent of such abuse because it defines it as that which only concerns the physical self. However, there are many kinds, each with its own impacts, and they may stand alone or together to make up the term spiritual abuse. Spirituality might be defined as the quality of being concerned with the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things. Now, this ties into religion, despite evangelicals' claims that their spiritual practice isn't religious, because a religion is a specific set of organised beliefs and practices shared by a community or group. And this describes what we know as church, an esoteric exercise combined with social organisation. And as with any organisation or community supported by common beliefs, there are various aspects involved: social, psychological, cultural, and intellectual, just to name a few. So rather than defining abuse in the church as just one thing, say physical abuse, we need to examine these various aspects which make up the church, because just as each can help support healthy spiritual practice, each also has the potential to cause harm and injury, either standing alone or in tandem with others. So to understand spiritual abuse, it's important to identify the different types which come from the aspects that make up spiritual practice in the church, in its value and belief systems. So following will be 10 symptoms of an abusive church environment, which may be the source of church trauma for you. So like, comment and follow, and I'll see you in the next instalment.